Hey guys, JT here with another unboxing. This time we're going to be taking a quick look at the ARRMA Raider XL. This is the actual Mega version. So this is going to be a brushed two-wheel drive 8-scale buggy. You guys know that a while back I had the BXL, which was the brushless version, and it wasn't put together the best in the world. So I did have some problems with it, but when I saw this, I figured I'd go ahead and pick this up because it's at a great price point. You pay $179 with Tower Hobbies, and of course with their coupon codes, you can get 15, 20, $25 off or more. So I thought this was a great deal because it does come ready to run, except for AA's for the radio, of course, but it does come with the battery. But it is a 6-cell, not a 7-cell. And the paint scheme, as you see here, is a little bit different than the brushless version. You can probably put working LED lights in here, which I'll try to cover something with that in just a minute. But let me go ahead and get this top off and see what we got up in here. You gotta love the smell of a new RC car. Anyway, go ahead and get this out. It's not packed like some of the other cars, which is good because I hate it when they put tide straps and all that stuff in there. So go ahead and get this out real quick. That's the meat of the unboxing. Kind of see what they give us here. Just some basic tools and stuff, instructions, which is always cool and good. And some of the differences with this one, of course, is it does come with a new style of radio that ARRMA is doing. I've never had one of these before. Shape feels okay. Feels okay in the hand, so it doesn't feel too bad with it. I can still mount down there to shoot videos and stuff, and it is 2-channel basic, as you can see there. Basic analog switches and stuff, so nothing to write home about, but it's still good for the purpose that I'll be using it for. It's just mainly driving and bashing around, and try to at once get this to a track if I can. And this is, of course, your basic wall charger. Same thing they always give. They give you the different plugs depending on which country you live in and stuff, but I won't be using that at all. So wait, I'm gonna get this stuff out the way real quick. So let me turn this light on. Maybe it'll help the video quality just a little bit. This is the same design as it seems to be as the 8-scale one I had before, the brushless one. This is basically their short course truck that has just been converted to a buggy, which is fine. So it is long and stuff, and I actually have a car I'm going to do a quick comparisons to. But looking at this, of course, if you wanted to make these working LED buggies, you'd have to drill a hole in the back there, and there is an option for this. I'm thinking of, there's a buggy out there by Integy and also Value Hobby. That's an 8-scale buggy, 2-wheel drive buggy as well. And it does come with working LED lights, and those lights cost about, I want to say about $6 to $8. So I may get those to put those on here to give this car that look. Some of the other differences, I believe the brushless version may have had a light bucket on top instead of down here, if I can recall. Shocks, of course, are not adjustable. They're just used, the spacers in it. No adjustability there either, which is fine. For the price point of this and what I'll be doing with it, this is just fine as well. Comes with a 15-turn brush motor. They saying this is a 35 amp speed controller. I think it's just one of their other ones that's just been rebranded, but I'll have to look at the specifications on that. I'm not sure how much power I'm going to put through this, but I may change this ESC out to a different one to run a 3S LiPo on a brush motor, but that'll be later on. This thing does come pretty well built. Looking at this back here, good motor guard there, dog bones in the rear. This does have metal gears in the differential and the transmission. I did read up on that for a minute. The tires are, of course, they're D-boots. The wheels are a little different because the brushless version, if I'm correct on this, does come with like aluminum and then black onto it, where this one just comes with that, which this is fine. These are 12 millimeter hexes, so they're not 17, so you can fit any tire that's got 12 millimeter on there. You want to have the same offset around. And speaking of tires and wheels, I'm probably going to run these on there. I'll try to put some links to some of this stuff in the video description. These are the same ones that come on the Integy. I think it's called the I-10B. which is a 8th scale buggy, and also Value Hobby has the same buggy listed as well. I think it runs about $100 and it's brushless, ready to run, except for you need a radio. But I think I'll put these on there, trying to check the size difference. Doesn't seem to be too bad. I'll probably put these on there to run this on road with. It doesn't seem to be too bad. Because I don't want to wear down these to boot tires as well. I'm not sure the cost. I think they're about $25 a set glued, but that's not going to look too bad on there, I don't think. And it's not going to be a huge difference in performance, even though these are a lot larger. But anyway, underneath the truck is where you are the car buggy, is where you put the battery in. I'm not the biggest fan on this style, but you just remove this clip here and move this from the other end, and voila, you can get to your battery. Now, one good thing about this is that I can fit a longer battery or a LiPo. I do have some 7600 milliamp LiPos that I run on my rival that are 25C, so I'll probably end up putting those in here and running it on 2S to test it on 2S as well. Or I do have some 50Cs, but that's how the battery is going to actually fit up in there, which is fine for what it is. I'm just not a big fan on doing things like that. And as far as a size comparisons, show you guys real quick. Comparing this to my Losi 10MT, which I just received. I've done a couple of upgrades to this. You guys will see a video for this shortly. As far as lengthwise, they're about the same length, which is good. I mean, because this thing will handle pretty well. And as far as width is concerned, it's probably almost, no, it's a little bit thinner, but I think what makes the Losi a little bit wider is because of the tires and stuff. But basically, like I said before, this is a short course truck that's just been converted to a buggy, which is a very ingenious idea. I mean, I think it's good they did something like that. A lot of people don't like this ESC being exposed, which I don't mind too much. I mean, it's fine for what it is. And the antenna tube coming out the back, you can always tuck that in some more. So if you hit or flip, that doesn't hit on there. But does come with aluminum shock towers in the rear, plastic in the front. And ARRMA did some updates to some of their cars where it's a little bit easier to work on some of the suspension components and stuff, and some of the servos and changing the servo and stuff out in there. So I have to check out to see what they did. But the first thing is to get this thing out running. I'll do a run with the stock battery, then a 2S LiPo, on and off road. But I'm going to bash the heck out this thing. I'm going to take it to the skate park as well. So anyway, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe if you have not, and stay tuned for some running videos of this thing. And thanks for watching.